gather in the courtroom in Sanford, Florida. The six-woman jury working yesterday until about 6 o'clock in the evening, 6:30 in the evening Eastern time, and then going home and then coming back at 9 a.m. and then deliberating all day today through lunch and then through dinner and deliberating for almost 13 hours. 16 hours and 20 minutes total deliberation time. Those are the live pictures inside the courtroom, and you can see that members of the prosecution have also gathered. They are waiting now the judge to come in and probably the jury as well. This is the moment that people have been waiting for over a year now.
Damn straight we've been waiting for this. Damn straight.
When this all went down at an apartment complex in Sanford, Florida, and George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin got into some sort of confrontation, and then it became national news.
The motherfucker shouldn't have came out of his damn car.
Find out what happens in moments, and find out George Zimmerman's fate in moments. Is he going to go to jail for the rest of his life? Is he going to go to jail for a very long time? Is he going to be acquitted and walk free? We will find out. There's his wife, there's his mother, and his father sitting next to her, and there is George Zimmerman sitting in the courtroom. Dan Savage. Sorry? Who's joining us? Martin Savage and Jeffrey Toobin.
Fucking creepy ass crackers, always trying to get away with some shit.
Coming into the courtroom. I want to go now to Martin Savage, because Martin is a
damn devil
following all of this. Martin, take us inside the courtroom. Martin? Martin Savage, let me know when we have Martin. Martin, can you hear me? There is I can tell you that there is not great reception inside of that courthouse. As I was in there this morning. Martin, I'm going to try you one more time before I try Jeffrey Toobin. Are you there, Martin Savage?
Nope, he ain't there. He ain't getting the fucking message, bruh. Let's just get to the fucking verdict.
John?
Alright, now we go.
Yeah, this is actually...
These stupid fucking people still popping off fucking dumbass fireworks. Simple ass niggas. Y'all some simple ass niggas still doing fireworks. Simple ass pricks. Dumbass niggas, man. There's fucking trials on and you want to do fireworks.
I don't think you can draw any particular conclusions one way or the other by the length of the deliberation.
Mark Nijim, you knew that something was going on, and you came back and said, as you took a break here, something's happening, people are scrambling in the parking lot. What do you make? Jeffrey Toobin says this is about average, par for the course for this type of case.
You agree? Time frame?
Yeah.
We were getting to the outer limits. I think as we were talking about this, we realized that if you run to that standard that Sonny and I have been talking about, 1 hour for 1 day in trial, we're within an hour or so, an hour or two of that. So it's really
verdict reached in Zimmerman trial. Jurors deliberated more than 16 hours over 2 days. See, these stupid ass niggas still popping off fucking firecrackers, man.
I think if it had gone any longer, then we were starting to get into the place
where
we might not have an agreement, but we clearly have one. And we're going to find out probably within the next hour. And as it gives notice, all the lawyers are going to be getting together right now. Everybody will be contacting their families who are still available. The judge will keep order in the courtroom. I'm sure outside we're going to have the sheriff's deputies on high alert to make sure that there's nothing going on. Not that we expect anything to do that, but that's what will be happening. And then from there, we're just going to be all waiting in anxious anticipation about what the verdict is going to be. There will be a count 1 read, and the judge will call it to order. There will be a count 1 for murder of the second degree. And then there'll be a comment on that, and then they'll go to the next one.
Sonny Hobson, you said to me, and I have to be honest, Sonny Hobson said to me tonight, she said, there's going to be a verdict tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you feel that?
I mean, it's obvious when a jury decides to work through dinner that they believe that they are close. What is strange to me, Don, and so I knew there was going to be a verdict tonight. What is strange to me is that they asked for clarification on manslaughter. The judge sent back a note asking them to be more specific, and they were never more specific. I think that is a good sign for the defense, actually. I think perhaps there could have been that sort of lone holdout that was saying, yeah, I don't know, maybe this is manslaughter, maybe this is manslaughter, and then perhaps changed her mind. And so I think it's a good sign for the defense that they never asked for the clarification.
And I just want to remind our viewers here, you're watching CNN. This is live coverage of the George Zimmerman trial. We have a verdict in the George Zimmerman trial.
At 9:56 p.m. Eastern.
Pictures inside the courtroom in Sanford, Florida. I'm joined now by a team of legal experts as we await the announcement of this.
I ain't nothing but more
the judge,
dumbass fucking firecrackers. If you hear any more of that shit, because I'm not going to be defeating. All right, here we go.
Manslaughter. Here comes the judge. We're going to listen in.
Please be seated. We're back on the record.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let's go ahead and bring him in. And I will remind everybody in the courtroom that there's to be no outburst upon the reading of the verdict or afterwards.
I ain't in the courtroom. I'm an outburst. Look at this nigga. Red. He's red. This motherfucker's red. Look at him. He ain't white. He's red. He's his true color. Red.
Please be seated. Members of the jury, have you reached a verdict? If you'll please hold the verdict form and hand it to Deputy Jarvis. Okay, so please hold. In the Circuit Court of the 18th Judicial Circuit in and for Seminole County, Florida, State of Florida versus George Zimmerman. Verdict: we, the jury, find George Zimmerman not guilty. 3-all, 4-person. Does either side want to poll the jury?
We would, Your Honor.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
I mean, ladies, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Juror number is being called. Please answer whether this is your verdict.
But it's okay. It's alright, because Yahweh's still gonna fuck y'all up.
76, is this your verdict? Juror B,
Not fucking guilty. Y'all let this motherfucker get away.
51, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror E6, is this your verdict? Yes. Juror E40, is this your verdict? Yes. Thank you. Ladies, I wish to thank you for your time and consideration of this case. I also wish to advise you of some very special privileges enjoyed by jurors. No juror can ever be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room,
This is
except by
bullshit.
court order.
But
For many centuries,
this is
our
all part of
society has
Yahweh's
relied
plan.
upon juries for consideration of difficult
This is
cases.
all part of Yahweh's
We have
plan to start up
recognized
this
for
race
hundreds
war.
of years
And
that
you're
a
going to have a whole lot more
deliberation,
trials like this until you
discussion,
niggas
and
actually
vote
realize
should remain
what the
a
fuck is
private
going
affair
on and
as
who
long
the
as
fuck's
they
the
wish it.
enemy. They just shot
Therefore,
this
the law
kid
gives you
in the
a unique
fucking
judicial
heart
privilege not to
after he
speak
got a
about the
straight
jury's
commandment
work.
from the cops
Although
for him
you
not
are
to go
at
out
liberty
his
to
damn
speak
car.
to
He
anyone
does it
about
anyway.
deliberations, you are also at liberty to refuse to speak to anyone.
A request to discuss either your verdict or your deliberations may come from those who are simply curious, from those who might seek to find fault with you, from the media, from the attorneys, or elsewhere. It will be up to you to decide whether to preserve your privacy as a juror. Is there anything we need to take up before the jury, before they're sent back to the jury room to be discharged?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ladies, thank you very much. You will be taken back to the jury room to be discharged.
But see, this ain't nothing new. We all knew that y'all was gonna let his fucking ass go, man.
Mr. Zimmerman,
You already knew y'all was gonna let him go.
I signed the judgment that confirms the jury's verdict. Your bond will be released. Your GPS monitor will be cut off when you exit the courtroom over here, and you have no further business with the court. Okay, thank you. Is there anything else this court needs to pick up before we recess for this case?
No, Your Honor. Thank you. Thank you for your time, Judge.
Thank you all.
Well, he won the court game.
The evidence will be
Because
released.
the court is just a
The evidence will be
game.
released.
That's what you do in the court. It's a game. And he won that court game. Wow. Let this be known to everybody who's a black, everybody who's a Hebrew Israelite, everybody who's not. If anybody gets shot in the fucking chest, point blank range, by a security officer or an officer or a guard, just understand you're going to get off.
George Zimmerman.
Understand, tell that shit to your kids.
Teenager Trayvon Martin.
They don't wear no hoodies, don't have no fucking Skittles.
Seemed very happy, and when they showed the
That has nothing to do with it.
obviously not.
That has nothing to do with it. This is bullshit.
George Zimmerman's
But it's part of Yahweh's plan, so
obviously
I let his will be done.
His dad and his
I'm not happy with the verdict, but at the same time,
his mom
I can't do shit about it.
On her face, the first
But what I will say
smile
is that this is going to help start off that race war.
Actually, since this
And it's going to happen. It may not happen right now, but it's going to happen soon, and they're going to remember this shit.
Parents, we're told
Bullshit.
not in the courtroom, not in the courtroom. And there is a smiling George Zimmerman, obviously very happy. The judge telling him, we're going to release your monitor. You have no more business with this courtroom. You are free to go. Very big smiles of relief on the face of George Zimmerman's family. And of course, George Zimmerman now speaking to Mark O'Mara, his defense team, and also to Don West, also part of his defense team. And we're going to stay with these pictures just a little bit longer until George Zimmerman and the folks leave the courtroom.
Yeah, I know.
But
I was just telling
interesting
people on YouTube this shit's going to go down.
So much anticipation and so
Yeah.
much attention.
Yeah, I know. That's what they want.
And now, the reaction. How will America react?
How will we're going to fucking riot.
On both sides.
But
As we look at these pictures.
are we going to riot in the righteous way, or are we going to riot like idiots?
David Mattingly, I hate to leave these pictures, but David Mattingly is standing by outside the Seminole County Courthouse where demonstrators have been gathering here all evening. People are extremely emotional. David, take us there.
Exactly.
John, the word about the acquittal made its way through the crowd very slowly. People only now coming to grips with what happened in there. We're seeing some people reacting very emotionally, some with anger, some with disbelief.
They got exactly what they want, man.
People here who are just standing in stunned silence. There was a brief period.
I'm not stunned, man. I saw this shit a while ago. We saw this shit a while ago that y'all was gonna let this fucking cracker off, man. I don't give a fuck about that Hispanic shit, cause you motherfucking Puerto Ricans, y'all be trying to sign in for being white folks anyway. In your damn senses. Thinking that we don't know. We know.
I want to talk to one person here. Sir, why was it important for you to be out here tonight? I noticed you brought your son.
I wanted to be a part of a historical event. You know, I know that there has been just so much attention to the case, and you know, we just wanted to be here to support the Martin family and hope for justice.
Do you believe justice was served tonight?
I believe that there's a family whose heart is broken, who probably feels that once again the system has failed them. On the other hand, we've been praying for both families because we know that it has been just a hard time for everybody that's been involved. But as far as justice, personally, I think that the system failed the Martin family.
You brought your son with you tonight. Why was it important for you to do that?
Because I wanted my son to understand just what happened. He had questions. They've been talking about this with some of his friends, even last year.
Him!
And
I thought with him. This motherfucker right here.
African American,
And then, yeah. And this I want to break this nigga's esophagus.
Yes, you can.
What do you think
But
about all
I can't do shit right now, man. They're in Florida. I'm in New York.
They did the right thing. I think that he should have went to jail.
Why was this case important to you?
Because I wanted to be a part of the. I wanted to be a part of this, and I wanted justice.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for your thoughts tonight. And Don, that sort of crystallized what a lot of we've been hearing tonight. So many people here bringing their children with them, making this a family event tonight, and so many people now just milling about in disappointment. There are a great deal of many people here who were seeking some sort of guilty verdict for George Zimmerman, that they believe that the family of Trayvon Martin deserved justice, and that's who they were here.
You motherfuckers always get away.
We're not done here.
We get one and y'all have one big fucking... that's not right.
So we'll be back to you.
Y'all forget Rodney King? I don't forget Rodney King. I don't forget what you did with
Thank you very much.
all our brothers and sisters.
Seminole County Courthouse, obviously emotions
They
running
just
high.
hung that family,
As
man.
David was speaking there, you saw George Zimmerman.
They lost their child.
Lost the courthouse.
And now, that's not
he has been
justice,
in
though.
the courthouse
He
now.
gets away scot-free.
Jury selections through 13,
Scot-free.
14 days of court through jury
So it was
selections.
justified for him shooting the kid in the fucking heart?
He has been found not
Point blank,
not
following him after the police tell him not to get out that fucking car?
Zimmerman, his family,
And y'all niggas is parlaying, popping champagne, going to concerts today,
We have seen his mother.
shooting off firecrackers. Every day's a lovely, sunny day.
Who is in the courthouse now. Martin, take us
I'm
inside the
fucking
courthouse.
done.